The instant start out into the brackets control. ENCE wasting absolutely no time. Going to get themselves started here with the T side. Spinx comes up with 2 frags. You highlighted him so early into the pre-game, and that's exactly what he'll do, become a highlight player in his execution. But Marnan has something to say about that. 2 frags of his own right. phzy left to the back line will deal with Snappi as well. Players playing close instead. LNZ will flash Sapec up to position, seeing where D is out. The flashbang catches both players blind. He lines up 2 more, only finds that 1 kill though. Damage done to Spinx, leaves LNZ alone on the site, and he's back up to get here real quick because he's dead to rights. Easy frags found, the execution has worked. ENCE have the B site control.
Could be dangerous to get it back as well, to be honest. Beautiful timing here. However, he's been heard. He is being watched for, but he's just buying time. Ultimately, he will go down. But with no one else giving them anything in on the site itself, yeah, they're just going to look to save here. Maybe a few exits for phzy, but that is all. ENCE managed to battle back. They will seemingly only survive with 1, however. Even that comes under threat ever so slightly, but I'm sure they are happy to get the force on the board. Really does feel like, you know, anybody's round, the pistol, much less weight than it used to have. Flash comes in for LNZ. Not really able to find anything, though. He ends up going down. Molly is returned, which will hold them back, I suppose, and they are 5 manning in here. There's still 2 members in on the B bomb site. Could be deadly. Manning, though, I'm sure he's regretting that one. Does get 1. Gets the info for Sapec. He's going to have to go huge, but only 1 with the deagle. Dealt with cleanly. And I think, once again, that might be the round. They are very quickly up banana here, though, Jay.
I think the CTs should be accounted for in a moment's time. That smoke has come up, so obviously they're going to be suppressed for the moment, but it will start to fade, and Snappi knows it. Flashing over, I think he might have heard a footstep. Nilo picking up slowly, running around the corner, sees his man. Snappi calls it in, takes that frag, leaving it all to phzy. 1 versus 3. Best to get in the frag and just get out of the dodge. Leave that.
Really solid stuff so far, and I think Inferno could crop up here. That certainly seems to be a little bit of the case. So, blinded up, Snappi will be taken down freely. The quick aggression this time has been massively, massively punished.
It could have been the opening kill on Sapec's part, but that flashbang doing wonders for the CT side in this particular case. Kills have come in easy. phzy there with a trade back on Doto's part. 2 casualties sustained by ENCE. No trades have been available. They've been sitting back behind these smokes, getting the kills in, falling out of position. The AWP will start facing as Manning does fall in trade, but so quick to respond.
Slowly but surely, allu is creeping in. He seems to have a little bit of an idea here, checking these angles so very cleanly. Oh, and he spots LNZ, but LNZ strikes true. dycha will get the 1 on high, but that's exactly how the setup works.
A little bit limited, as you mentioned. The AWP battle's going to go well for the CT side. That flashbang should have kept...
Ready and waiting. Sapec, though, out in the open. Could be a deadly off angle. Could be a well-timed flash here. It certainly will be, but dycha very ready for him. Rips his head clean off, and now the burst in towards the B-bomb site will come in. Great Molotov. phzy drops instantly. LNZ is here. The nade touches down onto dycha to keep it into a 3-on-3, but... at the very least, I think the bomb plant's going to come in. This is a beautiful little turn of affairs so far from the T side of things. LNZ, though, massive gap in the smoke. Oh, if we'd have gone a bit wider, could have dropped Spinx there as well. Snappi has to find this frag, and he will miss. All onto Spinx in and around the pillar at the backside. They have seen him. They have spotted him out. Surely should just be able to trade their way in, and they will. It is damage done. It is a bomb plant that maybe they had no right in getting, but all the same, Young Ninjas keep it rolling here to get their 3rd.
Again, the B executions have come in pretty...
kind of trickle down as well, especially later on into the round. Oh, this is going to be deadly, man. That smoke as well gives phzy so much room to work with. LNZ in and around it, helping him out. This is absolutely brilliant. The bomb's being dropped inside the smoke. And I feel like you'd probably say that's the round, unless some kind of a hero can step up with only 25 seconds here and no utility left. And now only 1 man. Yep, that will be it. A flawless round from Young Ninjas. Beautifully done. In the pistols, rushing forwards off the back of the light utility. Great little angle from Manning. Will catch 1, but instantly traded. His partner in pick goes down, and phzy only good for 1. 3 versus 2. They're ready for the rotation. Sapec, oh, it looked like he wasn't ready, but he will manage to find the kill onto allu, and that, honestly... could be massive. Molotov coming in, clearing out the site ever so slightly. Flash over the top as well. The return, though, comes in, and Snappi in and around the headshot box, just playing things safe. Absolutely deadly here. The next frag really could decide it. It's all going to be onto LNZ. Up in the 1-on-2, and he can't get it done. Doto in the pit, finding the... you know, their level and on the come-up. Oh, Nilo, though, rushing into second middle. Love this.
Lovely.
Great response from Young Ninjas. Oh, man, you see it from the T side. After a long technical, we generally see the rush in, whether it's B, as they are responding with here, or to no avail. Beautiful finish from Sapec.
Position so quick to coordinate that whole push. And look at the aggression coming in for the ENCE side. It's deagles and Tech9s out on the force by a couple of AKs in, sure, but damage done. Dia has fallen already. Allu next to face and next to fall as well. Sapec looking for a few more hits. Spinx being seen, doubling up, dropping that bomb, and Snappi and Dot get a sight as well on LNZ, so just got to smoke this cross. The moment that that smoke gets thrown out, they're going to know it, but Doto just slow facing. Easy kill for Sapec to find. Both CTs gave away position. And now Snappi in a 1 versus 5. Even if he wins these 2 fights on the B site, he's got to deal with the retakers as well, and that's going to be a whole other kettle of fish. Face in from LNZ, gets that frag together, gets his own 2K. That
can be an excuse towards the tail end of the game, but moving into this round, the execute of it, the thick of it, man, and just going to push into apartments. Great little read. Able to drop Doto, bring it into a 5-on-4 immediately. There's a player in pit. The rotations are in thick and fast. They've got to move here on this T side. Allu will trade him back. Maybe that's the difference maker. Nilo spotted out, finding the head of Allu, which is a nice flick. In all fairness, Snappi, though, inside the smoke, eliminates all of them. Oh, no. Absolute disaster strike. Have some good stuff in the back pocket. But it's just some of these, you know, mid-half rounds that we've seen. They just like to rush in. Going for another execute into this one, though. They've already lost a player. So much damage onto Allu and dycha. Meanwhile, Nilo's also managed to recover an AK here. Allu has to be careful. Oh, no. Knife out. Goes around the corner. That is massive. This could be a huge difference maker. They're going for the old swirl around.
No way!
Snappi, the timing. Oh, goodness gracious. Spinx, I like the proactivity here to go aggressive, but Sapec is just going to wait for his teammates to come in. It's a 2-on-4. Retake will be difficult. There is certainly potential to pull it back here, don't get me wrong, but Young Ninjas, this is now their round to lose.
Imagine if they lost this. This is so doable for the Ninjas. Like, even more so, I'd say it's more likely that they win these fights, but Dia and Spinx turns it around. Nilo wins 1 trade, all left to Dia in the back line. He's got such low HP. Nilo's been seen, man, and coming in, picks up one of the AKs, dropped back to a 1 versus 1. Nilo's got to win this fight quickly, and he will be able to do so. Oh, so many mistakes put up there by ENCE in that round. I think Nilo's just got enough time for this. Yeah, he's got time. This will be fine. This will be 9 to the board of the CT forces, and ENCE, again, such...
Banana with no utility presence. Maybe that's why Allu didn't check his corners, you know? So getting punished in a big way. phzy with a great hold. Love that angle. Spinx definitely ready for it, but it's a dangerous one to take. Again, this is another thing, you know, sometimes the emotions getting in their head, so to speak. ENCE are back with a vengeance into this round. The bomb goes swinging by itself, though. We do find a kill over towards the A side. dycha trading in. Needs another. Wow, LNZ with the Ferrari peak coming through, though. There's kills all over the place. This feels like a pug right now. As
either way, Nilo's going to get back to the site. They know that they've only got time to push in, grab this bomb, get towards the B play, and then LNZ still shuts down the AWP. Doto with a trade back, 15 seconds, and Nilo repositioning back behind Coffin's going to wait for this player to make his moves up, try and deny the plant position. Smoke close, peek in, headshots easy. And there you go.
Much harder to keep the money rolling. Oh my goodness, bloodbath at the top end of Banana though. Oh, Allu looking the wrong way. However, Snappi trying to move in, but there's too many bodies here. Apparently Spinx though, not going down, and they just hold on to the man advantage. 2-on-1 now for Sapec to come out on top of. Bomb plant going to go down. There's a quick flank in from Banana. A bit of spam through the smoke, doesn't find him. Oh, and Doto's already there. He wasn't ready for it with the crosshair placement, so it's a tough one. Could have been pretty dire. You know, you see Allu go down facing the wrong way, but they managed to recover.
First pistol of the matchup going the way of the ENCE side. Obviously, lost that first CT pistol to the Ninjas. Also forced the issue back of their own right. Definitely a better buy, but if they lose towards this particular round, then they're going to be in the worst for wear scenario. And Manning proves the point. Mac 10 straight in, 2 players tagged up, 2-for-1 trades, and plenty of money gained by that weapon alone.
Huge. Absolutely huge, man. We got to have a conversation about this at some point. Oh, that's a great find above the smoke from Snappi, though. Maybe that's the conversation he wants to have. Or rather not, as he takes the head clean off. But yeah, this is feeling more and more consistent as CS goes on. Oh, Doto, I'm not so sure about that peak. We'll see the SMG up close here. Allu's going to have to go huge. They will go past him. The information in. He's going to drop the man at the back and try and catch the player in on the site as well. Bit too much, though, for him to do. Snappi now 1 versus 2 has to pull this back here to keep ENCE alive. It feels like in the best of one.
Grabs the Galil instead, makes his way back over towards the bottom of mid. Hold of the weapon as the ninjas will secure. Next one, they're going to be in dire straits with no loss bonus to fall back on, so kind of need to win it, and LNZ will start things off on the right foot. Get Spinx down, looking for the second CT back here towards Coppins. Snappi can trade back the IGL, but now needs to find two more. Sprays a little bit awkward against Sapec. Takes no damage for it. Starts facing and catches the perfect angle at the Coppins. But allu, blind through smoke, returns to a 3 on.
They're all B, let's rotate, and it's not quite the case. Manon gonna miss them. However, there it is. The slight backstep from dycha will get caught. And
4 teams to the ball of the Ninjas side. You talk about confidence. That scoreline looks confident. In a best of 1 context, it's so likely right now. ENCE are in a really bad spot, and that flash peek in on Sapec and LNZ's part gets 2 kills. Not quite the third. Snappi trades it. LNZ responds. B site is open for business.
Might be the game that comes along with it. Nilo on the backside, looking to cut off the rotation. Big damage onto Doto. Tail end, which, you know, is a nice little consolation, nice little silver lining. But unfortunately, the round itself, and now a super weak buy in the next round.
Yeah, allu and Doto need to hold on to his weapons. Manon catches one off, and he does. That takes a lot away, yes.
Spinx as well, set up here in this beautiful spot. We saw this actually from the Young Ninjas on their CT side, so taking a leaf out, we'll see how successful it goes. Beautiful damage coming through, however, they will lose the men. Manon on the other side of things finds himself a frag, but is quickly traded, keeping those rotations at bay for the time being. And now the 2v2, do or die for dycha and Doto.
And AWP is watching as this smoke set to fade. AK Scene, D gets the frag all on phzy. Not afford to go down, he's got the only kit in play. AWP round the corner, sees the gun barrel, misses his shot. phzy's trying to get out of dodge and eventually gets sprayed up. So it seems like ENCE are going to stay alive just about. Last second defuse is going to get locked in. And the CT is claiming all-important survival. That's 1 out of many, though.
Off and stay alive. So pressure is certainly on. Ooh, flash is a little dodgy there, but they do get it working. LNZ in for 1, Sapec trading it in. The B bomb site looking vulnerable. dycha, great timing. Almost finds that second.
Backed up towards long. They're bringing in rotations, actually. Nilo's pushing on towards that short long control. Meanwhile, phzy does go down. A lot of noise, could get caught off guard. Chef baiting in from Manon's part. Nilo around the corner, missing the shot on the AWP. The AK struggles to get the frag. Now Manon sees where Doto is. Can flank in from both sides, trying to adjust against Nilo's part. Gets that spray together, drop in from the AK, try and transfer that spray. Doesn't come through for the M4, so a one-on-one. Manon on 12 points of health. Does he see dycha? Yes, he does, but doesn't land the headshot. So ENCE continuously staying alive.
Unfortunate in the end. dycha, though, kind of the hero of the round. It was a stressful beginning. But he keeps it together. Suspicious, though. Nilo is in a deadly angle, as is allu. Oh, going to get that timing onto Manon. The smoke going to come, at the very least, gains a bit more information. Doto drops down from the balcony. The tension building up. Allu, oh, it's far away from the action. That one tap could make the difference here. Doto not going to get anything. And the 4-on-3 coming in. It's a retake as well. They're firmly locked out. They don't have any info to work with. And allu not being around to help out might be the difference maker. Really? Sapec with the Ferrari peak will take him down. You feel like surely that's got to be it. Snappi now the only one left. He's got 4 to find, and he can't get it done. Sapec just ending the game.